Imagine walking into your home, and the temperature is perfect, adjusted just for you. This is the promise of a smart home, and with a little ingenuity, you can build your own smart climate control system using a Raspberry Pi. This guide will take you through the steps, from setting up your Raspberry Pi to automating your home's climate for maximum comfort and energy efficiency. This project bridges the gap between simple coding and real-world applications. We'll use Home Assistant, a powerful open-source home automation platform, to manage our climate control system. By the end, you'll have a solid understanding of how to connect sensors, write automation rules, and enjoy the benefits of a truly intelligent home. Whether you're a coding enthusiast or simply curious about home automation, this guide provides the knowledge to embark on your smart home journey. Let's get started. The Raspberry Pi, a tiny computer with immense potential, forms the brain of our smart climate control system. To begin, you'll need a Raspberry Pi, ideally a Model 3 or 4 for smoother performance, a microSD card with at least 32 gigabytes, a power supply, and an Ethernet cable or Wi-Fi dongle for internet connectivity. First, download the Raspberry Pi Imager tool on your computer. This user-friendly tool simplifies the process of installing an operating system on your microSD card. We'll be using Raspberry Pi OS Lite, a lightweight version optimized for headless operation, running without a monitor. Once downloaded, insert your microSD card into your computer and launch the Raspberry Pi Imager. Select Raspberry Pi OS Lite from the list of operating systems, choose your microSD card, and click Write. With the operating system flashed onto the microSD card, insert it into your Raspberry Pi, connect the power, Ethernet cable if using, and watch it boot up. Your Raspberry Pi is now ready for the next stage. Before we dive into the exciting world of sensors and automation, let's take a moment to address the crucial aspect of network security. Connecting your smart home system to your network introduces potential vulnerabilities, and it's essential to take precautions to protect your privacy and data. Begin by changing the default password of your Raspberry Pi. Use a strong and unique password that combines uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. Next, enable SSH access only when needed and disable it when not in use. SSH allows remote access to your Raspberry Pi, making it a potential target for unauthorized access. Consider using a VPN, a virtual private network, to encrypt your internet traffic and mask your IP address. This adds an extra layer of security, especially if you're accessing your smart home system remotely. Remember, a secure smart home is a happy smart home. Now let's equip our Raspberry Pi with the senses to perceive the climate. We'll need temperature and humidity sensors, readily available online or at electronics stores. The DHT22 sensor is a popular choice, known for its accuracy and ease of use. Connecting the DHT22 to the Raspberry Pi is straightforward. The sensor has 4 pins, VCC, GND, data, and a blank pin. Connect VCC to the Raspberry Pi's 3.3 volt pin, GND to a ground pin, and the data pin to GPIO4, which is physical pin 7. Be sure to consult a pinout diagram if you're unsure about the pin connections. Once connected, we'll need a way to communicate with the sensor. The DHT22 library for Python simplifies this process. Install it using the following command in your Raspberry Pi's terminal. Pip install Adafruit_DHT. With the library installed, you can now write Python code to read temperature and humidity data from the sensor. Your Raspberry Pi is now equipped to monitor your home's climate. With our Raspberry Pi gathering climate data, it's time to transform that data into action. This is where Home Assistant comes into play. Home Assistant is a powerful open-source home automation platform that runs as a web server, allowing you to control and automate your smart devices from any device on your network. First, install Home Assistant on your Raspberry Pi. The easiest way is to use Home Assistant Operating System, a pre-configured operating system designed specifically for running Home Assistant. Download the image from the Home Assistant website and flash it onto your microSD card using the Raspberry Pi Imager tool, just like we did in Step 2. Once Home Assistant is set up, you can access its user-friendly web interface. From there, you can easily configure your DHT22 sensor as a device and create automation rules. For example, you can create a rule to automatically turn on a fan when the temperature exceeds a certain threshold, or close the windows when the humidity is too high.